Prioritization is a fact of life. Very often, we are confronted with problems where we have multiple jobs queuing up for one resource. Today, we will study various scheduling approaches like first in, first out, last in, first out, shortest processing time, earliest due date, and critical ratio. 5 jobs have been received by a unit in the order A, B, C, D, E. The processing time and expected due dates are given, and it is clear that we cannot meet the expectations of all customers. The objective is to minimize the number of dissatisfied customers by minimizing the average days of delay. Today we will study all the 5 approaches. First in, first out is a natural way of sequencing where jobs are processed in the order of their arrival. However, in a way, this is not prioritization because we are not making any trade-offs here. Last and first out is rarely used, but may be tactically used to prevent overflow. It is not recommended under normal circumstances. Shortest processing time is a way of ensuring quick wins. That way we ensure that the simpler jobs are not delayed. Earliest due date is, of the lot discussed till now, a clear prioritization call. It ensures that orders where the chances of default are higher are serviced first. Critical ratio is the most comprehensive of the methods. It takes into consideration the due date for supply and the processing time. The ratio of the slack time to processing time is called the critical ratio. It is a kind of safety factor. If it is greater than 1, there is no risk of default. If it is between 0 and 1, then it is certain that due date will not be met, and if it is negative, it means that the due date has passed and it is already in default. In effect, lower the ratio, higher the urgency to make the product, and therefore that becomes the basis of selection of the next step in the sequence. At the beginning, job A has the lowest ratio and hence it is prioritized, and the time taken for completing it is 23 days. So at the next step, to calculate the available time, the elapsed time is factored in and the critical ratio recalculated. At the second stage, job B needs to be prioritized. Similarly, for step 3 and 4, we get E and C as next steps in the sequence. Note that from step 3, the critical ratio has gone into negative mode, which means that even before the production has started, the original due date is over. The final step is D, and the total time elapsed for completing all the orders is 97 days. 4 out of 5 have got delayed, of which 3 are significantly late. A relevant question would be, which of the routes would we need to follow? I would suggest you use the critical ratio because it is the most comprehensive one. Let us try an example. We have the slack time available and the expected production time for 5 jobs. Let us find the sequence using critical ratio. By following the same logic, we arrive at the sequence of EDACB. As we can see, there is no single solution, so knowing a suite of methods that you can deploy helps in real-life situations. Hope you found it interesting, and you will come back for more. See you soon.